Hey everyone, Dr. Nick here, chiropractor in Oakbank as well as in south of the city in Woodcroft. Today's video on our show Spark, Ignite Your Body's Action Potential is about if this is you or maybe your spouse, your husband, your wife. I'll name off a bunch of symptoms and you think about does this describe yourself or does it describe your wife or husband? So lots of people coming in the door to us, especially with chronic back pain, complain about these types of things. They complain about being overly tired, exhausted by the end of the day. Their spouse will tell me that they're grumpy with them or grumpy with the kids more than usual. Just edgy, easy to get on your nerves or on each other's nerves at home. You start staying away from things that you would normally love to do. You're not able to hang out and play with the kids as much as you normally do because of that chronic pain all the time. It's affecting your concentration, foggy head, just making it hard to just do your day-to-day tasks. People complain of obviously pain in that back, but other people will describe different things. Some people will feel a tiredness, a heaviness. Some people will say their legs feel heavy and tired, weak, sometimes pins, needles, numbness going down the legs or even into the back. Sometimes people will just describe that they are, what's another best way of describing it? Just not themselves, primarily. But probably one of the biggest things, it's sort of comical to some degree, is the number of spouses who book an appointment for the other because they're just tired of hearing their spouse complaining about it, or they're just tired of seeing how grumpy and tired they are all the time. If that describes you or your husband, I would highly recommend two things. One, over this next month, I'll be doing a bunch of live videos talking about different causes of chronic back pain, mid-back, low back, including things like disc problems, sciatica, pinched nerves, a variety of different types of conditions that can affect your back, what it means, how to go about it, and what are your options to get you back on your feet. So pay attention to those. And secondly, if you just want somebody to actually go through your case and do a proper history assessment, figure out what's going on to give you some hope to get you out of trouble and make you a more loving family member to be around with, then definitely come on into the office so we can give you a proper assessment and check things out. The other thing, talking about a proper assessment, is you'd be surprised how many people come into the office with a stack of x-rays, MRIs, CT scans, and nobody's ever actually explained to them what any of those things mean. They may have been told, oh, you've got arthritis. That's why you've got pain and you're just gonna have to learn to live with it. But honestly, no one's actually taken the time to show them the films so they can see where the arthritis is and give them some options to live as best as they can despite there being some wear and tear through their spine. And there's a lot of hope to get you back on your feet. Despite having that kind of problem. So if you're somebody who's been told, you just got to learn to live with it, honestly, get a second opinion. Because there's a lot of people that I've seen who said, I wish I would have come in sooner because I was just told I got to live with this. I even got this one man who would be in his 70s who was told this exact same story. You got to learn to live with this. And he was told that when he was in his 30s. And his upper back problems was so bad he couldn't even comb his hair back. And this was a guy, he's always has a comb in his back pocket. His hair's slicked back, usually loves to have it slicked back. And you can tell he was quite distressed, or not distressed, probably not the best word, but just, he wasn't happy that he couldn't do it with that excruciating pain. And as we worked on him, he came in, biggest smile on his face, being able to comb his hair without pain through his upper back and shoulder. And he was mad. He was mad because he listened to an opinion that said you gotta learn to live with this for the rest of your life. So honestly, consider second opinion probably one of the biggest fears that I think, I could be wrong, that people have about coming in to see chiropractors. They just think that you're going to get into the office, you're just going to lay down, and we're just going to crack you. That is not what is going to happen. First appointment is about trying to figure out what is the problem. Are you in the right place? So proper history, physical exam, figure out what's wrong, explain to you what's wrong so you understand, and then after that, give you some options. Are you in the right place? Am I or any of the other chiropractors in this office the right people to help you with your issue? Or if we're not, guide you to the right place. Should you instead be seeing a massage therapist? Should you be instead seeing a physiotherapist for what's going on? We'll guide you, or should we be working as a team to help you reach the goals that you want? So the first step is to figure out what's going on so we can move forward with confidence, knowing that we're heading in the right direction. If you've got some fears and you're just not too sure, honestly, call the office. I'm happy to chat with you guys over the phone and just alleviate you some of those concerns if there are any, or you make some comments in the Facebook feed here, and I'll be happy to respond to them. And depending on the questions, maybe I'll just make even a video to describe, because I'm sure you'd be not the only person with that concern or that question. So I look forward over the next month to give you some tidbits as to what we can do to solve some different issues with regard to chronic back pain in particular. Have a great night, guys. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.